Hey, it's Chia with the Kirby and Christina team, and today I'm going to show you two ways that I utilize showing time for sellers. It's not just for setting up showings. So, pricing a home is part of your marketing strategy. So, when it comes to sellers, I love showing them the data of why we should price in a particular price bracket. And one thing I've noticed over the course of time is that buyer agents typically set up searches in increments of $25,000. Quarters just tend to be a breaking point for people. So, with that being said, let's say you have a client who's adamant about pricing at $635,000. Well, what I'm going to do is kind of look at the pricing strategies and price breaks and help my clients understand what's a better strategy. So if you go into tools in your MLS matrix, you go to showing time. Through showing time, you're going to go ahead and click reports at the top here. And then you're going to scroll down to the target market analysis. And then once you're in the target market analysis, I'm going to set up my time frame. So the increments are typically within 90 days. You can't go for more than a 90-day period. And today's not over, so I'm just going to change that to yesterday, right? Then let's say my client, so if we're in that $600,000 range, I'm going to say, let's go 600 and let's go up to 700. And I'm going to ask it to show me the smallest increments here of 5, okay? You can get pretty granular with the cities and the location and property types, but I'm just going to stay high level and say, let's say the property's in Prior Lake. I'm just going to pull for cities in Prior Lake. Once you go ahead and pull this, what I'm trying to show my clients that if they want to price at 635, it may be a better marketing strategy to price in 625 in order to capture more buyers. And to illustrate that to my buyers, using this tool helps. So you can see that the majority of the spikes and showings are happening at increments of $25,000, 600, 625, you've got 650 down here, 675, and 700 here. Okay, so what I try to show them is, hey, if we price at 635, that's great, but you're going to miss all the other opportunities of showings that are happening in this range, right? So I say, okay, well, if we price at 625, well, now you'll capture anything in this range and you'll capture all of this above it, right? So it's just giving you more opportunity to capture and create the most amount of exposure in order to drive up, hopefully, offers received. So this is one tool I use to help my clients understand why pricing in certain brackets matter. The second way I love to use this tool, well, actually piggyback on the first way, this is also a great way to a great tool to use when you're trying to get price reductions. So if we're in a 635 range and we're not getting that many showings, well, hey, instead of just saying, hey, you should drop your price 10K, I'll say, hey, you should drop your price 10K, and here's why. We want to get into this pricing bracket, okay, to also capture these showings that are happening. Now, from there, the second way I love to use it then is to help my existing sellers understand what market share of showings we're getting. So I had a listing back in Hopkins earlier this year, and let's just say that the time frame was January to February, and let's say, okay, we weren't getting very many showings, but what I could show them is, hey, if we're priced in the 750 range, right, and you had 5 showings on your property, what I could show them that of the 5 showings that did happen, they happened on your property. You have 100% capture rate on the showings that occurred in that price bracket, right? Well, let's say that I know there's 2 houses, mine and a competing property, that were priced exactly the same and are very similar. If I had 0 showings and then I could see on this chart that there were 5 other showings that happened, well, I know they didn't happen on my listing. So now it's a conversation to be had about, hey, I think the competition, these other properties that are coming on the market are justifying why people, why we may have to lower our price, right? So it's just, again, it opens up conversation and it allows your clients to see the hard data behind showing activity. And that can oftentimes help you, figure out a better pricing strategy, a price reduction or price improvement strategy, and go from there. I hope this helps. I hope you learned something new and tune in to see future videos.